Namaste to you all, my friends. So, try to understand the context in which the markets globally are at present. There was a great amount of risk of a US recession. GDP numbers this week were very faint, showing a drop in the GDP. I had put out a video explaining that the fall in the GDP of United States was primarily on account of imports going up. Imports went up, front running was going on because companies wanted to get in goods in the United States before the tariffs come into effect. So this was an artificially reduced number of GDP. Therefore, the markets fell initially, but it was more of a knee-jerk reaction as markets began to absorb the fall in the GDP due to imports. They slowly recovered and recovered nicely on that day itself. Jobs report was good. So shows that the economy is still resilient, it is still strong. Going forward, we have a lot of things to be taken into consideration. China is now coming forward and saying that they are ready to send an envoy to the United States to negotiate. So that's good and positive. On the on the Ukraine Russia front, there does not seem to be an end in sight. In fact, US Vice President JD Vance now says that there is a good possibility that this war may go on longer than what you and I anticipate. So that's one problem. Okay. Going forward, the Middle East tensions persisting as far as India Pakistan uh, things are concerned, the war front. Right now, America is trying to also cool things down to try to prevent an all out conflict in the Southeast Asia region. So, that is peace is always good. However, the country, India, does want an end to the terrorism once and for all. So, how this thing comes to an end, see, is something that is a decision of the Indian armed forces, the naval forces, the air forces, and the blessings of important countries, which are the allies of India, such as United States, Germany, Japan, and United Kingdom. So, this is not so simple as I have mentioned last week also. It is not that they will go out and in minutes they will attack. And as people were saying, there were many people who were saying that it will be an all immediate overnight there will be an attack or next 24 hours or 48 hours. Our military of India is very, very sound. Whatever decision they make will not be a knee jerk reaction, it will be well thought out, well researched. I, in fact, was the only person who mentioned that it will happen. What will happen will not be right away, not immediate, but it will be done cautiously and very carefully. Do we have some inkling as to when this can happen? We do, definitely, but and that's why I said it will not be immediate. At the same time, do be cautious. Do be cautious that and that all these things is assuming a very, very perfect scenario for the world. That China will come forward and negotiate a perfect deal with America, that the Ukraine-Russia conflict will gradually slow down, and now that America is mediating in a big way, that India-Pakistan tensions will ease permanently. Do I expect all this to happen in a very, very peaceful manner? I don't, unfortunately. As of now, peace is looking there on the horizon. In fact, things can get nicer also. There may be more exchange of diplomatic measures. India may try to put pressure more on Pakistan diplomatically first. That's what they're trying to do. So you have that latest that they have closed the airspace to Pakistan's planes fly. So all these are diplomatic measures. Today, imports have been stopped. So many such measures are going on. And then the conflict, the kinetic attack or reaction, that will be the last measure. This is what I anticipated right from the beginning. I've been telling you till that time, the market has a sigh of relief, right? Nothing is happening. People are positioned, Pakistan has positioned its people and all that, but is there anything happening? No. That's why I said it, everything will happen at the right time. People say you can never time these things and never time the markets. That's why they cannot make money. If you cannot figure out what will be the right time of reaction of these fights, you will never be able to make money in the markets. This is because you don't have the ability to decipher all these things in advance. So relax, enjoy the party while it lasts. And yes, once it turns, there can be, you'll find that what is looking all positive today will suddenly start looking negative once again. And when that can happen, do join our Premium Plus. Gives you 10 to 12 days predictions in advance and good multi-bagger suggestions. Would love to share all this with you, a know-how. Of course, we will be keeping the national interests paramount. So everything that we do is not from our perspective. In fact, whatever little we charge in our Telegram channels is only for a certain very tiny fraction of our costs. So we don't do anything, and we will keep India's national interests paramount. Yet I believe that you will get some ideas very much as to where the markets are headed. So do join our Premium Plus. And back to the markets, you will see that as long as there is hope that something good will turn out, the markets will continue. And they have come close, right? 24,300. They will continue that run till hope is there. Once hope is all lost, things will change. And that everything is going to happen over the next few months. It will be an exciting and an interesting time going forward from here. And I would encourage you to be a part of the action. And yes, if you have any suggestions, we are working closely with the Ministry of Finance, with the SEBI. If you have any suggestions on anything that the government can use to improve the economy, to improve the life of its citizens, do WhatsApp me or write in the YouTube comments. I would be more than happy to forward it to SEBI Chairman Tuhin Pandeji. We are working with him directly. I would love to do that for you. Okay. Also with the Ministry of Finance, anything, any message you would like to send, please do write in the YouTube comments. I will love to personally discuss with Nirmala Sitharamanji. Happy investing. God bless you all. WhatsApp number is 982 086 1044. Take care. Bye-bye. God bless you all.